So now we are gonna actually see what is the quotient when x square plus 1 into x minus 6 is divided by 2x cube plus 3. So let us do the division right now. So first we have x square plus 1 into x minus 6. So first thing we need to do is actually multiply them. Okay. So x square plus 1 into x minus 6. So x into x square is x cube. X into 1 is x. And x square into minus 6 is minus 6x square. And minus 6 into 1 is minus 6. X cube minus 6x square plus x minus 6. Okay, this is the resultant of this multiplication of these two polynomials. And now we are gonna divide it by 2x square plus 3. So if I do that, so 2x square plus 3, let me divide it, x cube minus 6x square plus x minus 6. Okay, see here we have 2 into x square plus 3 here in the what is this called, dividend or divisor, sorry, divisor. But here we have 1. So to make this 2x square go with this x cube, what we need to do is actually multiply it with half. So half. If we actually multiply it with half, and then we also need to multiply it by x, because here we have 2x square, but the first term here is actually x cube. So there is 1x that can be found as the resultant. So this if I multiply this with this, we will get the somewhat similar value, that is x cube minus half into 3, that is 3 by 2 x square, minus 3 by 2 x, sorry, minus 3 by 2 x. Okay, so minus 3 by 2 x is will be on bottom of this side. Basically I forgot to write it in the, or I actually didn't write it in the right part. So 3 by 2 x. Okay, it is plus 3 by 2x, sorry. So we have minus 6x square left, and minus 6 left, and we have also plus 3 by 2x left. So minus 6x square plus 3 by 2 plus x, that is 1, plus that is 5 by 2x minus 6. Okay. After doing this line, that is bringing all the numbers from remaining numbers from the top and these summation values, we are gonna actually again multiply something so that we can actually cancel out this part, that is the first part, and not worry about the rest of the parts. So that is for that we have 2x square and we have minus 6x square here. So the most logical thing is to multiply it by minus 3. Okay. So minus 3 into 2x square is equal to minus 6x square. Okay. And 3 into minus 3 is minus 9. So the remainder is 6x square is basically cancelled out. So, oh, I have made a mistake. So see, where did the control panel go? So here's the control panel. See, we have x cube and x cube. I actually forgot to minus them basically. So minus, and it will be, this part will be minus half x and minus 9. And similarly, we will plus here and plus here, and we will be left out with minus half x plus 3. You see, this is the basically the division, or what is it is called, quotient of the this is the quotient, this is the divisor, and this is the dividend. Okay, I forgot the name of these parts because I've learned them a long time ago and haven't used them since. So this is what you get when you don't practice it something for a long time. Okay, so now so degree of the polynomial Rx is the resultant. You see, you have this 2x square as a degree of the dividend and x cube as the degree of the dividend, and this is the degree of the divisor 2. So here we have x to the power of 1. see 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. That means dividend degree of Rx is equal to dividend degree, shortcut writing, dividend degree double E minus divisor degree. Okay, so this is how we can find out the degree of the resultant in a shortcut method, that is dividing the subtracting the value of the degree of the dividend, subtracting the value of the degree of the divisor from the degree of the dividend. So that is 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Okay, similarly, you see the leading coefficient of the resultant, or not resultant, it is quotient, is the leading coefficient of px divided by leading coefficient of qx. Here we have half as the leading coefficient of the quotient. Okay, and we have 2x square 2 as the leading coefficient of the divisor and 1 as the leading coefficient of the dividend. So now if I divide dividend co, that is dividend coefficient divided by divisor co, I will get the value of the resultant coefficient equal to resultant co. The value is basically 1 divided by 2, half. 1 is the coefficient of the dividend and 2 is the quotient of the divisor. So these are some of the shortcut ways of finding the coefficient of the divisor, resultant directly, and similarly finding the degree of the dividend in a shortcut way. So this is what it is, and I don't know why the control press switched on the right side. So now the division algorithm. If both px and qx, division algorithm means the basics of division of a polynomial. If both px and qx are the polynomials of variable x, and if the degree of qx is smaller than the degree of px, degree of qx is smaller than the degree of qx, because if the degree of the qx, that is the smaller part, that is if we divide x cube plus 3 divided by x square plus 1 divided by x cube plus 3, so we need to multiply it by x to the power of minus 1. And so the division algorithm, what I'm trying to say is this resultant will not become a polynomial. So in most cases we are actually trying to say that degree of the px is actually larger than the degree of qx. Now if that is the case, we can divide px by qx in usual manner when we obtain a quotient fx. So p of x is the dividend, and q of x is the divisor, and remainder is rx. Okay, so we see that the both f of x and rx, that is the quotient and the remainder, are the polynomial of the variable x. See, if we actually divide this value or this polynomial from x square plus 1, we get x to the power of minus 1 in the first term, which is not a polynomial. This is basically the division algorithm of finding a resultant that has a polynomial quotient, quotient that is a polynomial quotient. For that, if we actually take the power of qx smaller than the power of px, that is the power of dividend is larger than the power of the divisor, we will get the resultant and the remainder as polynomials, because that means they will be a polynomial of variable x. So degree of fx is equal to degree of px minus degree of qx, that is degree of the resultant, quotient, is equal to the degree of the dividend minus degree of the divisor. And this rx can be 0, or degree of rx is smaller than qx. So see, in the previous math, the degree of the divisor that is this part is 2. 2x square plus 3, that is the degree is 2. But here in the remainder we saw that the degree of the remainder is actually 1, that is smaller than the divisor. So it proves that the degree of the remainder will always be smaller than degree of the divisor in case of QX, the degree of QX is smaller than PX basically, or the remainder can be 0. And in basic case of the basic formula looks like this: Px, that is the dividend is equal to f of x is the f of x is basically the quotient into divisor plus remainder. So basically, in case of the first this example, 2x cubed plus 3 was the dividend, and half x minus 3 was the quotient. So half x minus 3 into 2x squared plus 3, and remainder was minus half x plus 3. So minus half x plus 3. And if we actually do our calculation, we'll see that we got the value of this. That is this polynomial, x cubed minus 6x squared plus x minus 6. Okay, so it can be written in this way: x cubed minus 6x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to this into this minus or plus the remainder, that is minus half x plus 3. Okay,